What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of Y&R. Listen, I understand Adam and Chelsea want to help their son. I totally get it. I feel like they're trying to do the best that they can, but at the same time, they still need to act normal with him. I get that they want to let him let loose and have some fun and stuff like that. I get it, but it's like they're doing a little bit too much. Like, the jersey with his name on it, I thought was cool. That was nice. Taking him out for a fun day, maybe, that would be cool too. But letting him just indulge in junk food all day long, that's going too far. That's too much for a child. No. Like, I'll let you have some brownies or something, a cookie, maybe some chocolates or something, something like that. But you're not about to sit there and eat junk all day. Like, no. I'm not doing all. I'm not letting no child do all that. You know what I mean? Like, no. That little boy is so manipulative and so creepy. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing. There's nothing wrong with him. In terms of PTSD and all that, he's just, these nightmares he's claiming that he's having. Notice that he only has them when Chelsea's not there. When Chelsea is there with him and Adam, he's perfectly fine. He's manipulating her. He's manipulating Adam, and they don't see it because they don't think that he's conniving like that. I'm like, of course, as a parent, nobody wants to think of their child as manipulative and conniving. Of course you don't. But that little boy is manipulative as hell. The way he was with Sharon and all that, telling her, oh, I'm fine, you don't have to come around anymore. And that little silly, nutty-ass song that he was singing, Sharon, go away, don't come back another day. I think that's how it go. Yeah, he talking about some, you can't beat three. What did he say? Mom, dad, and me. That song was so weird and creepy. Sharon, go away. Don't come back another day. Like, Sharon need to run, first of all. Because that little boy, he looked like he's the seed of Chucky. Like, he would throw you down a flight of steps. Sharon, stay away from them. Stay away from that boy. Stay away. I'm just saying, for your own safety, run. Don't look back. That boy is crazy. Like, he needs to be institutionalized. Like, he just looks deranged sometimes. Like, no. But it's so funny to me how Nick, he was sitting there telling Devon that he feels like Adam really is trying to help his son, but also he feels Adam's trying to use the situation to get closer to Chelsea. Nick, you are so dumb and delusional to what's really going on. Like, he admitted a few episodes ago he knows Connor wants his parents back together. Why? I mean, granted, I understand Nick doesn't trust Adam. Of course he doesn't. It's not out of Adam's realm to do the things that Nick accused him of doing. But that's not what he's doing now. He's not trying to manipulate Chelsea. Does Adam want Chelsea back? I believe he does. But that's not his focus right now. That's not his goal. He would never use his son to get Chelsea. He's not going to do that. Especially when he feels like his son is going through a traumatic time. He's not going to use that. No. Adam is a lot of things, but he's not Victor. And he's trying his best not to be like Victor. Because Adam feels like he inherited Victor's darkness. I have to agree with Chelsea. I don't feel like that's something you can inherit. Like somebody's dark, going down a dark path and all that. That's a judgment call. You know what I mean? That's something that you choose to do. You choose to be dark. You choose to be evil. You know what I'm saying? That's not something you inherit. That's a life choice. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying if your dad is a criminal, a career criminal, and you decide to be a career criminal, that's not something you can inherit. You can't inherit being a criminal. That's just something you choose to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a murder or something for a mother or father, and you decide to go murder people, that's not something you inherit. You did that because that's what you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So if Adam wants to, go to the dark side and all that, that's because he's choosing to do so. That has nothing to do with Victor. That's just something you're choosing to do. So that's not something you inherit. That's not inheritance. I'm just pointing that out, putting that out there. That's not. And to me, that's a cop-out. That's a lame-ass excuse. Don't go down that route. Do not. because that's not something, no. You just want to do that. But I feel like Nick and Chelsea together are so boring. They're just way too boring as a couple. But I definitely understood where Devon was coming from, where he was basically telling Nick, like, how much can you take? You know what I'm saying? Like, your girlfriend living with her ex. I do agree. It's messy. And it's like, you know, we get it. Chelsea wants to be close to her son. She wants to always be there. But there's ways of doing that without moving in with your ex, you know, while you're in a relationship with Nick. And since she's moved in with Adam, her and Nick, they don't see each other. Because, you know, Nick ain't about to go over to Adam's penthouse. He's not about to do that. You know what I mean? So if y'all in a relationship and you know Adam and Nick don't like each other, so Nick, chances are Nick is not trying to come over there. So how are y'all supposed to spend romantic time? How are y'all supposed to do that? Like, Chelsea ain't think about that. Probably didn't even care. I think subconsciously Chelsea don't want to be with Nick. I don't think she does. Deep down, she know Nick is not the man for her. Nick, I feel like he knows also Chelsea's not the woman for him. I feel like Nick just wants to be with people because he's lonely. Nick is not used to being by himself. Him and Sharon were married for so many years. In between that, yeah, he cheated, he did whatever, but I feel like he doesn't like being alone. I feel like he has that syndrome. Like, he's just like Victor when it comes to that. Because Victor, he doesn't like being alone either. Because, you know, when Victor get a divorce or whatever, you know he ain't going to be single for long. You know what I mean? Like, he going to do what he got to do. But Nick really just needs to hush when it comes to Adam. Like, stop being so insecure about everything. Like, Adam's not manipulating. He's not using her. He's not using his son. He's not doing any of those things. Like, they're really focused on their son. Phyllis. Phyllis annoys me to my core. Like, all she does is walk around blaming all her problems on everybody, but she never takes a look in the mirror and blames her own damn self. Like, she always wants to blame Abby. She wants to blame Chelsea. And of course, you know, she sat there trying to tell Nick, oh, you should dump Chelsea. Oh, Adam. Oh, he's just doing this and that. He's trying to break up your relationship. And Phyllis, shut up. Shut up. Like, seriously, shut your mouth. Like, she's sitting there calling Chelsea all type of liars and she's deceitful. She's a con artist. Phyllis, what the hell are you? Your rap sheet ain't clean either. Hit and runs, covering up murders and shit. Come on now. Your rap sheet is not clean. Adultery. Your rap sheet is no cleaner than hers. You know what I mean? Like, Phyllis try to act like she's so much better than Abby. Try to act like she's so much better than Chelsea. Oh, we're both too good for Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea's beneath. Like, that's how she acts. She acts like Chelsea's beneath her. Like, you've done way worse than Chelsea. Or at least, if not worse, you've done equal. So it's like, be quiet. Damn. Then you're mad at Abby for firing. Yeah, like, she's mad at Abby for firing her. You were spying on people. Like, you were using your software to listen in on private conversations and get access to their technology devices. Just so you can use whatever you can find as blackmail. So you can get control of the hotel. Phyllis sabotages herself a lot. Like, she just don't know when to quit. You have a good job as head of security, and you own a quarter of the hotel. You own 25%. But she's not satisfied. She wants more. Because she feels like the hotel was her idea. It was her baby. So what? But you're broke, though. You ain't got no money to buy it. Adam offered her the opportunity to buy it. You couldn't come up with the funds. So what? Somebody was going to buy it. If it wasn't Abby and, you know, if it wasn't Abby and Chelsea investing, somebody else was going to purchase. Either way, you would have never had enough money to buy the damn thing. It wasn't like she owns stock in another company. You don't have any investments. You have no cash. You're basically just broke. Like, she got some money, but you ain't got enough to buy that hotel, so somebody else was going to scoop it. Phyllis is just ridiculous. Like, seriously. She just thinks she does no wrong, sitting there throwing insults at Abby. Oh, all the men that you've been with, you were never enough for them. Arturo, Nate, First of all, her relationship with Nate and Arturo, those relationships ending had nothing to do with Abby not being too much for them, not being enough for them. Had nothing to do with that. Her and Nate broke up because she willingly and gleefully went along with Victor's little plot, and she had no problems about it. She just didn't have any remorse about it, no nothing. She willingly went along with Victor's plot. Nate had a problem with that. Because Nate is more of an upstanding kind of guy. He's not, with crossing the line and going, over the law. Like, that's not what he does. Breaking the law to get something done. That's not how he operates, so to speak. And he was upset that Abby did that without a problem. It was a conflict. So that's why they broke up. They just thought differently. Her and Arturo broke up mainly because of him. First of all, he couldn't keep it in his pants. Second of all, he was insecure because he was marrying a woman who comes from two rich, powerful families, and she got plenty of money of her own. He couldn't compete with that. He couldn't hold up his end because he knew he ain't have no money. He didn't come from money, and he felt like he was out of her league. That's why they broke up. It had nothing to do with Abby not being enough for him. It's just, I felt like Abby was probably too, good for him. He just couldn't come to terms and accept the fact that she got money and she comes from money. I mean, even when they first started talking and stuff like that, she bought him a suit that was expensive as hell. And he was uncomfortable with that. He was uncomfortable marrying somebody who comes from, who got so much money. Because he didn't bring that kind of money to the plate, to the table. And he knew that. He fell out of his comfort zone with her. That's why that relationship ended. Plus, he slept with Mia. That's why. It really had more to do with him than it did Abby. You know what I mean? So, of course, Phyllis doesn't know what she's talking about. She just throws out things like she does know what she's talking about, when in reality, you don't. Honestly, though, with Abby, I hope that what's going on with the hotel has nothing to do with her. I was hoping so. But when Chance bumped into her and she dropped that jewelry, she had that facial expression like she was busted. I'm like, please tell me you ain't the one who been robbing your own hotel or you had something to do with this. Like, hopefully there's an explanation to that, but she did look busted when she dropped that jewelry. I said, come on, Abby, what are you up to? Because even Chance looked at her like, you were the one doing it? Like, seriously, because how the hell does your hotel get robbed that many times and the perpetrator get away free every time? Y'all don't even have a lead. That don't make sense to me. So it had to be an inside job. But I was hoping that it wouldn't have been Abby. I'm like, damn. Hopefully, though, she has an explanation for all this nonsense. But anyway, pretty solid episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. And I will see y'all all later. Peace.